everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to this tutorial on PvP, player versus player. So today I'm going to teach you the basics of hitting players, killing mobs, and other stuff, which is going to be really useful. And by the way, PvP is not only about just spamming and clicking just randomly and trying to click faster than the other. It's about tactics, jumping around and blocking yourself with shields. So I'm going to be explaining this from the top to the bottom. So this is going to be part 1. This tutorial is only for Bedrock. So let's get started. So first what you want to do is go and give yourself an iron sword. We're gonna start really simple. Now you need to go and get a spawn egg. Make sure you're in creative first to get the spawn eggs. Now what you want right now is a zombie spawn egg, which we need right now. Phantom zombies. This is zombie villager. And just get the zombie villager if you can't find a zombie. Okay, so let's start. So first of all, now go to the settings and change your game mode to survival, okay? Survival, and then start your game. Okay, so first what we need to do is place a mob, okay? Oops, I think it's because of the daylight right now. Wait. Let me fix that really quick. Okay, so you have to make a platform on the top so that mobs don't just burn alive like that. So that once they come inside, what you want to do is start getting some hits. But we're not just here just to do this and then blah 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 dead. Okay? Oops, there are some slimes. So what you want to do right now, oops, there are a lot of slimes. Actually, you should start practicing these slimes. They're really good. Since they multiply, you can practice a lot. But don't just spam hit, since you may end up in a bad way. Like practicing hitting these are really good. It gives a lot of practice. So, first of all, when a mob comes towards you, what you want to do is first know if it's flammable or not flammable. Since this is a zombie, it's flammable. So if it's morning, then you should get to the daylight, because then it will start taking damage if it comes out. And then it will be easier to hit and kill. Another one is, during PvP, you should always take short breaks and try to jump back and then start eating some food. Right now I only have rotten flesh and I don't want to go back to creative and come back again, because that's going to take a lot of time. You should eat whatever you get and then we start regenerating. And the next thing is that when someone is coming towards you, you need to start spam hitting it. Means you need to start tracking it. Like if you just do this, he could come beside you. See, he's still damaging me. You need to keep your aim on him. So like while hitting, you need to also move your screen so that your crosshair doesn't get off him. If your crosshair gets off him, then it's game over. Okay, so the another tactic is two, whenever a mob's coming towards you, try to go around it and hit it. I died. Sorry. Wait, let me respawn. Let me come back. I just died. Okay, so you have to get to it and then go from behind. If I spawn this, go from behind so that it can't hit you. Like how I did. I barely took any damage there because I started hitting him from back. Don't let him turn towards you. So because if he's gonna look that way and you're behind him, he can't attack you. That's why. So it's a good way. And another thing is, wait, let me go to creative now. And now we're gonna get to the real part where we're gonna use shields for blocking. Shields for blocking is really useful since sometimes you can't get any breaks to eat your food. Let me go quickly get some bread. Yeah, that a stack should be good. A totem is also good, and a fishing rod I'll explain you later. Let me keep it in there. And a totem is really useful during fights, but make sure you have good armor before. Right now I don't have any armor. We're gonna use that later. Tridents are gonna be another useful item. Get that also, but keep it in your inventory. Right now we're not gonna use these. Get some wind charges also. Sorry. Yeah. Get some wind charges. The wind charges is a good way for during battles. And another one is a crossbow or bow. If you're a crossbow guy, you can use a crossbow, or if you're a bow guy, you can use the bow. I personally, myself, I like the bow. I mean the crossbow. Because you can just load it up and then use it whenever you want. Okay, so let's start. Settings, survival. Okay. So, first of all, we're gonna use these slimes over here as our enemy right now. Since they cannot be killed in broad daylight, we're gonna have to use our tactics. So first of all, we need a shift. This activates our shield. Now it protects us from any mobs coming nearby. And make sure to move them around because you're vulnerable from behind. Even though if you're using this shifting. Because they can come from you, like this little dude coming from behind trying to kill me. Okay. While shifting, you can still attack, but while attacking, you need to be careful because then your shield stops blocking you. So you need to hit very slowly, like one hit at a time. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let me run away. And the tactic, remember, eat, run away, eat, get ready, heal yourself, get a sword, hit one by one. And since these zombies actually spawn from that dark place that I created so that the zombies I spawn don't die. They spawn from there. Yeah, they died because of the daylight, killing them, burning them. Now, kill these all. Use your shield. Block them off, hit. And just don't try to die, okay? Now, as you can see, there are multiple mobs coming towards me. At this point, the shield isn't that good, but you should actually at these points you should not kill them and try to just see how good you are at blocking. You should always move your crosshair around, pushing them all away, and also move back so that they can't get around you easily. And slowly hit them down. Simple. Just like this, and we're done. Oh, this one more little guy. Okay, so go back to the area. Okay, so now we learned the shield. It's a really useful one. You should always be careful if there's enemies behind you, and then never shift. Make sure you're facing them and then you shift, or else it's basically useless. They'll do nothing. And another thing that shields are useful is that when there's skeletons, as you can see there, some skeletons spawned, just what I need, they will start shooting arrows at you, which can damage you easily. So the best thing, instead of going directly at them or hitting them, you should pick up your shield, slowly go near them. And then once you're near them, they will automatically, the arrows will start bouncing into them. And now this is a spider. The spiders can go on top of blocks. They're like Spider-Man going on top of blocks. Ooh, I'm taking a lot of damage right now. I'm on half a heart. Now go closer to it. And you can hit it and just kill it, but it's kind of taking a risk. But yeah, it's good to just do that to end him fast. Now the next thing that we're gonna learn is the using of the bow and arrow, crossbows, those things. So let's start with the whoa. Sorry. Okay, so now we got the crossbow. What you want to do is load it up, okay? And then what's the best thing is, if you're using a crossbow, the advantage of it is that you can use it anytime. You can load it whenever you want and just directly put down. Oops, sorry, wrong button. So you can do that, and then see, I got one shot. Now what you want to do is do some target practice with these slimes. The big ones, small ones, hit them all. Since slimes are moving mobs, which is good, let's hit the spider. Yeah, you basically have to just practice some more with it. Shoot these jumping slimes and try to kill as much as you can. So that's the basics part of the bow and arrow. The bow is also quite the same. It's just, let me show you. Oops. Yeah, the bow is kind of different but quite the same. You just have to load it and release to fire. It's like a real life bow. Hold it, load, release to fire. But you can spam click with this, but it doesn't go as far as you want. I mean, you can, but it doesn't go as far. The longer you charge it, the farther it goes, but it has a maximum part. When it gets too full, when enemies get too close, you can use your bow and spam it on them to do some damage. But if it's instant harming during PvP when you're fighting against your friends, because this is not that good of a technique. Unless if they're like really powerful arrows. But you can use it. It's kind of effective. And the next thing is a trident. Oh, someone's hitting me. A trident is a good weapon. Since you can do like this, and it's like a kind of like a bow. But once you throw it, you lose it. That's the problem of it. But it's really powerful. Oops, I died. Yeah. You have to throw it. But then you have to go and pick it up. But don't worry, there's an enchantment for that. There's an enchantment called loyalty. Oop, a creeper. Yeah, technique, when there's a creeper, instead of just directly going for it, you should go in, kill it, move back away. Go in, kill it, move back away. Oh, there, he's dead. Now when you can just do this, and it tide jumps, you can pick it up. And then you can throw it again. Oop, I missed. Now the trident is really good since there are many good enchantments for it, like Riptide, which allows you to basically swirl through water. But we'll see that later in another tutorial, like enchantment tutorials. Okay, so yeah, okay. Next, which we want to see, trident over that over. Let's see. Now before we get to the fishing rod, one of the most useful things, let's start with the wind charge. The wind charge might be a little bit hard to use, but if you know how to use it, it's really useful. It basically boosts your jump. Really good in parkour or jumping across big gaps when someone's chasing you. So if I move here and I use it, I jump up high. But just don't spam it on the ground because it can be also used to throw it at enemies. Not as good for throwing it at enemies, but it does give a lot of knockback. So like if someone is too close, like the slime, you can just spam it and move them away. And what you can do to boost your jump even more than just hitting it like that is to do it down and then jump while hitting it. As you can see, I did this, I went this side. I did this, I went higher. And another one is to shift jump. It's basically when you go crouching, aim at the bottom, and then doing the jump plus this. It makes you go even higher. So it's really good for going across big high areas. And how this can be useful in PvP? You can jump on top of your people and then hit them from behind. Let me show you. Let me spawn this dude, go above, hit him from behind. It can be also good to run away. Okay, so that's the end of this part, the wind charge. It's gonna be really useful. If you learn how to use it properly, then it's really useful. Now, let's go to the fishing rod, the best of the best. You might be asking me, why are we using a fishing rod, and isn't it for fishing? Well, fishing rods can actually be really useful. Since if you can go to an enemy and then use that, the hook. If you can manage to land it properly, it can do a bit damage. But as you can see, it's now hooked onto the slime. And now when I go farther away, or if he goes farther away from me, I can pull him closer. Like, it's really useful. On slimes, it's not looking good. You may not understand. But what if I do it on this cow? There, I got it on cow. He's trying to run away from me, and then he got closer. It's good for like bringing players who are low on health and trying to run away and regenerate. So that's it of the fishing rod. What else do we have? We do also have cobwebs. Cobwebs, I'll teach you in the next PvP tutorial. I think that's it. That's good enough for this video. So bye.